결정, 해금, 조언.
That's ego. Are you sorry? I just have to voice Dante. Yeah, I can feel it.
자신만의 이고를 이미 개화했던 것 같구려.
리엔 씨가 그러는데 에고 발현은 누구나 쉽게 하는 게 아니래요. 그래서 제가 부럽대요. 절대로 꺾이지 않는 선과 악에 대한 확신을 가지는 건 대단한 일이라고.
You know, they censored a lot of the Don Quixote kit. I think we found out why.
그 말을 듣고 생각했어요. 언젠가 가족 모두가 기다리는 요시에데 언니가 이곳에 돌아오더라도 나만큼은 내쫓기지 않을 수 있을지도 몰라. 그러니까 리엔 씨에게 말 좀 잘해줄래요? 전 언제나 최선을 다했다고.
I don't hate her. She's our enemy at the moment, but I don't really hate her. I do feel a bit sorry for her.
시작할게요.
If this target has onus, prescripts target in. What is there one that makes it impossible to redirect? Faith beyond question, unlock. Okay, she has unlocked, so she did enter the state. We still haven't managed to crack this shield, darn it. I kind of want to use Chain of Others because if we're on turn 4, it's possible that this is going in some sort of roundabout order. Yeah, so it'll be back to Ryoshu, which means double skill slots. But 3 bind. I'm not sure I can take that risk, is the problem. Okay, we take away burn away the drops. I really should look at weaknesses here. I think you're ineffective to pierce is my problem. Karmic Consequence 20 fragile. We are making some progress, but these stacks of the Grace of the Prescript aren't making it any easier. And I think we actually did crack the shield. Yep, I knew this was coming. Complete trim up by burn and raise stagger threshold, but you don't have any stagger threshold. Damn it. I can live with that. I don't like Yi Seng's though, it just... So yeah, unlocks a whole tier of skills down here, but we haven't even seen the really scary stuff yet. Wait, no, these become unbreakable! Frick! Yi Seng is showing his age. Oh, actually. Gloom and Pride. But resists just about everything.
언제까지 버티는 거냐고.
닭봉창.
That's really annoying! We did our best, but we can't do anything about it.
정지. 벗어날 수 없다.
이쪽이죠? 태풍. 별, 시선, 거울, 벌레, 벼려진 검. 맞는 것 같아요.
Hit prescript targets with a skill or eliminate a random target. Shoot! Ryoshu can't keep up. We just barely ran out of her crits. We're probably going to lose this, but Gregor can take it. I don't like how much of I really don't like how much we're throwing away of our ego resources that we only just barely managed to get up.
다소 즐겁군.
닭봉창.
이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
The last fatality really didn't help.
내 뒤. 이 파도 속에서 움직일 수 있는 오직 깨어져라. 무불아유.
이쪽이죠?
I guess trick me then.
지령은 거스를 수 없어요.
Okay, we are going to be getting 15 shield. So that reduces it down to 10 damage.
잔불에 주의하시오.
We can take it, but I won't like it.
기꺼이.
The friggin' 45 SP!
언젠가 만나게 된다면 보다 정중하게 인사를 드리고 싶었습니다. 만남은 첫인상이 중요한 거니까.
I'd complain about kill stealing, but I'm so deep into this that I'm really appreciating not having to deal with this alone. A figure appeared from the direction the weapon had flown in. The man who brushed the dust from his coat as he walked in with unbothered ease, looking for all the world like this situation had nothing to do with him whatsoever. Yet his harpoon had already blasted Sora a good distance out of my sight before the explosive sound could even reach me.
하지만 상황이 예의를 차릴 틈을 주지 않는군요. 그러니 간단한 소개만 하겠습니다. LCD 소속의 에스파크라고 합니다.
Ah, this is the guy Ezra mentioned. Hearing my ticking, Vesper briefly furrowed his brow in puzzlement before checking the watch he pulled from his pocket.
원래는 팀장님이 계신 곳으로 향할 예정이었습니다. 상황이 좋지 않아 보여 잠시 지원하는 것이 좋다고 생각했습니다.
무전도 안 되고 LCD 팀도 상황이 영 좋진 않을 것 같은데 괜찮겠어?
팀장님께서는 제게 늘 스스로 생각하고 판단하라고 하셨습니다. 그러니 괜찮을 겁니다. 손가락 간부상대로 그렇게 쉽게 당할 사람도 아니고. 둘이군요. 어느 쪽을 맡으면 되겠습니까?
저 안경부터 맡아라. 거슬리게 애고를 쓰고 있고.
안경 말고 이름으로 불러주시면 안 되나요?
침입자 대부분이 저들과 비슷한 수준입니까?
그래, 비슷하거나 그 이상.
죄송하게도 아까 했던 말은 취소해야겠군요. 팀장님 쪽이 생각보다 오래 버티진 못할 것 같다는 생각도 듭니다.
Hang on, I accidentally skipped.
그래, 비슷하거나 그 이상이다.
늘 그랬지만 역시 일반적인 상황은 아니군요. 신속히 정리하고 LCD 팀으로 복귀해야겠습니다.
그것만 해줘도 우리야 고맙지.
Please tell me that he's got some sort of massive sinking effect that we can capitalize on. The Pinky nurse father remained perfectly still as she continued to fixate on us with her stare. She made no attempt to help Sora, nor did she look for another way out. She simply stood there, watching in silence, with the bundle of golden boughs in her grasp.
오래 걸리지 않을 겁니다.
절대적.
The enemy is about to do something really bad. Brace yourself! And clash regardless of speed. Lose 15, lose all onus. But that's unbreakable coins. We're gonna lose more salt to this. But it's the only way to ensure that this... It's a lot of damage, but it's inflicting a lot of paralyze in response.
이미 정해졌어요.
정지. 벗어날 수 없다.
Oh, I should have looked at Ezra.
회풍.
There was nothing I could do there.
봅니다.
눈부시지 않도록 두려워하지 마.
저도 그렇게 생각해요.
Okay, question mark HP, but level 87. Target fixed. Deal extra damage for every negative effect. Gain epic flash burst blade art. Sword fighting originating from the east. Suited to those employ instantaneous bursts of leaping and movement and verge on teleportation. The boy braved the life-threatening augmentation with desperate resolve, and his survival proved his worth. So he's got nothing but sloth skills here, but he does give out assist defense. The yellow harpoon. Fucking hell. Okay, that gives us the clash win. That's decent clashing. Shin Sora. Oh no. Extreme onus. Gains too much nonsense. And at max grace of the prescript because of course.
기꺼이.
Well, at least you've got a nice tremor type to burst on him. Unfortunately, it's a bleed tremor type, but eh. Turn 10!
그림자를 따라.
That should be fine because the clash will counter. Oh yeah, you're gonna win that one easy. The question is it before turn 10 or on it? I almost want to use Mori's stasis so everyone else can have better stats, but that would also mean ruining his stats, and he's actually doing more work for us.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Wait, do you have a unique second tremor type? Well, that did end this, didn't it? Vesper moved with absolute efficiency. One moment his harpoon would deflect his opponent's blow, the next it was carving out an opening for the sinners to land their attack. Shame one of them died. After a brief but fierce joint battle, the Index Apprentice fell to the ground, then could not bring herself back up.
합치면 되는 거야. 이
숟가락 포크. 그 되도 안 되는 비유는 몇 번째 써먹고 있는 거야?
그래. 포크 숟가락처럼.
숟가락 포크.
맞아. 포크 숟가락. 세상은 포크와 숟가락 두 개로만 분리되어 있는 게 아니라 그걸 합치는 것도 정답이 될 수 있었어. 네가 어떤 상황에 놓였던 간에 그걸 기억하렴. 다 얼마든지 양립할 수 있단다.
가장 짧고 치명적인 공격은 직선일지라도 그 직선을 흘려낼 수 있는 건 곡선.
그거 리엔 씨가 해주셨단 말인가요? 멋있다. 다른 것도 알려주시면 안 되나요? 리엔 씨가 예전에 하셨던 말들.
You have an extremely unhealthy obsession with Rienne.
곧 숨이 끊어질 마당에 마지막으로 듣고 싶어하는 게 고작 그놈의 말인가.
이봐, 다 끝난 것처럼 쓰러뜨린 적이랑 대화해줄 여유는 없어. 딱 봐도 저 녀석이 강했으면 더 강할 것 같으니까.
That's right, the fight's not over yet. The Pinky Nurse Father merely watches on from the sidelines with a quiet composure that tells us she could step into the fight at any moment if she wanted. Off to the side I see Vesper stealing glances at the watch on his wrist, looking anxious. And I know that the people he wants to protect, the people he has to protect, aren't us. Mersault, tell Vesper. We'll be handling things from here on out.
알겠습니다, 관리자님. 당신의 동료들은 이 복도를 기준으로 남동쪽 방향에 위치해 있다. 출발한 시간을 고려했을 때 2km 정도 위치에 떨어져 있겠군.
당신 어딘가에서 저와 만난 적 있지 않습니까?
It feels like the distortion detectives know just about everyone, don't they?
그렇다.
그렇군요.
Vesper ID from Mersault, maybe? Although, let's be fair, they're not going to give us an ID that strong this early, even in Walpurgis not.
알려주셔서 감사합니다. 그럼 이만 가보겠습니다.
Vesper seemed to grasp something from that brief exchange, and gave a curt nod.
잠시 후에 정식으로 만나 인사드릴 수 있기를.
Well, there he goes. Once Vesper left us, the Pinky Nurse Father's oppressive presence again seems to suffocate the air out of the hallway. It appeared for some reason that her purpose here wasn't to kill us by any means. That sent Vesper away for that precise reason, and by some fortune, I seem to have been correct in doing so. However, in hindsight, maybe letting Vesper go was a bad idea considering what we're up against.
저자는 더 협력하지 않았을 것입니다, 관리자님. 그자는 시간에 엄격합니다.
You know that guy, Marcel? Dante. They just said that he met before.
알고 살아온 것은 사실이지만 세간에서 말하는 정도의 알고 지냄을 겪지는 않았습니다.
Where'd you even meet someone that strong? Wait, you weren't enemies, were you?
아닙니다. 그는 엔사의 금기 사냥꾼이었습니다.
I guess that's why he's using a harpoon.
엔사. 그러고 보면 과거 그대도 그곳에서 근무하였다 했었구려.
그렇다.
아니, 당신도 그럼 금기 사냥꾼을 했던 거야?
그렇지 않다. 단지 그의 서류를 들여다볼 기회가 있었고 서류에 따라 마주칠 법한 곳을 거닐었더니 마주쳤을 뿐이다.
So you ran into him on purpose. Why?
그렇게 하지 않을 이유가 없었습니다. 관리자님.
아니, 그게 뭔...
It means he doesn't want to tell us yet. Ryoshu never once turned an ear towards us throughout the entire conversation. Or perhaps it's more accurate to say that she couldn't. She was, after all, glowering at the pinky nurse father, with an unblinking gaze that seemed ready to bore a hole into her.
역겹도록 여유로움을 뽐내는군.
Just as Ryoshu said, the woman showed no signs of hostility either. She was simply watching us, waiting for our next move. But that wasn't much consolation. I still couldn't think of any way that'd allow us to come out on top in this situation. If only the sinners were all here with me, we might have had a chance, but... Here with me, huh? Come to think of it, this wasn't the first time the sinners were separated from me. We'd previously been separated when we were ambushed back in Hongwan, at the Fate Kazan, and also when Don Quixote had briefly departed us in La Mancha Land. But despite the distance, these invisible chains that bound me and the sinners had never once been severed. Even when they were killed, departing to a place I couldn't follow, I always managed to reach past the searing gates of hellfire and bring them back through the impossible. So as long as these chains bind us together, maybe I can pull them to me wherever they are? Return to me, stand with me here. Ow! Intense pain ravages through me and my vision darkens as if my non-existent eyelids were closing. As if I just perceived something I was ready to face. Earth be my head, sky be at my feet. The ladder is laid skyward, and the final kingdom's heart lies penetrated.
머리에 불이 타오르듯 뜨겁고 당장자도 터질 것 같지 않은가?
32 paths are revealed, the rises and falls of breath are exiled and returned at the hour of inequivalence.
아니 저번엔 이러다 나아지긴 했는데.
I am the key and the lock of the steadfast gate. The bell that once rang at the end rings the beginning. In the new millennial kingdom shall the 13 stand by my side.
12이 아닌가.
Golden Bow Resonance. I don't think we got the full thing going, but we did something. Sorry, I shouldn't have talked over he's saying. I don't think we're getting the Golden Bow ability, but we're definitely doing something.
뭐야? 당신들 언제 이쪽으로 왔어? 아, LC랑 LCD는 어쩌고? 대답이 없다. 이것은
The heat dissipates and my head cools once again. Oh man, that's gonna be an hour episode, isn't it? Darn.
나를 계속 고용해라. 홍원의 여러 협객 중 내가 별나게 보일 수 있겠지. 하지만 그 후엔 흑수들보다도 뛰어나다는 걸 알게 될 거다.
we did get the X clear rewards,
No
so we
one
did
I
get the right
want
number, so I guess, yeah, this is where we call it. Until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around.